friends, it's me and Rainy. What is everybody up to? What are you doing? I haven't told Rainy what I'm doing because I wanted to do it right now.
Oh no.
Because I'm about to start a book.
Are you starting Spark of the Everflame?
I'm starting Spark of the Everflame.
Oh,
Finally, I'm reading it. I'm doing it tonight.
I'm excited and scared because
That probably is accurate, to be honest.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Is this a romantasy that Brittany will like? We will find out all together, friends. We'll find out.
I don't know. Or we live, laugh, crying, or I'll live, laugh, loving. I don't know. Or live, laugh, crying. Or as someone said in a vlog today, and I wanted to steal this. It was kind of morbid though, but it was hilarious. She said, live, laugh, toast, or bath. And
that is a bit morbid, but like it's kind of a fun one in a way.
I was like, did you just say that?
just came out, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna be starting. I haven't even I put a bookmark in the front of it. That's as far as I've gotten. Nice. So like I have not read one singular word of this. So tonight this is happening. This is my only goal for tonight is to
I expect some commentary.
I mean, I'll keep y'all updated on how. I don't know if I'll have I'm just starting it, so how many?
Oh yeah.
Right at the beginning, but I'll tell you, I'll keep you updated.
That's fair.
We'll see. I know a lot of people didn't like this first book, but liked the second book. But because I am a fantasy reader and not a romantasy reader, I'm wondering if I will like the first book.
I mean, I loved the first book. I'm like an anomaly.
But I'm usually an anomaly, so that might work in my favor.
Yes. Well, then maybe you'll like it. Who knows?
That's what I'm thinking. I think I might, Honestly, the synopsis has no thoughts in it. It tells you almost nothing.
Yeah.
But from what it does tell you, it sounds like something I would pick up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So what are you doing, Rainy?
Well, I finished 2 Battle of the Booktuber books today, which is great. And I got 20% into a different book, an arc that I'm not necessarily loving at the moment. Which I'm sad about because it was a very exciting new romantasy. And I'm confused, honestly, about what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't feel connected to anyone.
That's always so unfortunate.
I know, but I feel validated because all the 3-star reviews that I saw were the same.
I do this all the time with books. When I am feeling a certain way about a book, but all I've heard forward facing, or maybe because it's new, no one's been promoting it, I will go to what I am thinking star rating wise to find my people. I'm like, where are my people?
But then again, I also looked at it on Goodreads and it's dropped below a 4.0 and it hasn't even come out yet. And I was like, okay, so it's not, struggling. It is struggling a bit. A lot of 3-star reviews. But anyway, I'm not reading any of those. Because Libby is saying, I got to get rid of some books in a couple of days. So I'm reading House of Blight.
Ooh, I know you're very excited for this book.
Though. I am, and I did start it that night, but I only got 20 pages in, so I'm not very far. So I need to read this because this goes away in 4 days. And then also in 4 days goes away Catching Fire, which I was trying to do my Hunger Games reread anyway, because I just want to read Sunrise on the Reaping. And I've also never read Songbird of Ballad and Snakes, so I'll be reading that for the first time too.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, and this goes away in 4 days, but I know that this will read super fast.
Yes.
So I'm not worried about that.
I adore Catching Fire, honestly.
Oh, I love Catching Fire. This is my favorite of the
Me too. It's my favorite as well.
So I will eat this up and I will hopefully love this. So other than that, I think that's what I'm going to read. And I might read the one I'm not understanding just because that is for a vlog. And I would like that vlog to come out sooner than later. And I have to film tonight. That too.
We've got a long list, friends. We got it done. But you know what? We're going to get some productivity done. We're going to stay productive and we're going to get it done tonight, friends.
Oh,
it's fine.
Fine.
Let me scroll to the top of these comments because I'm at the bottom and that's not where we start. Hello, Kelly. Hi, Felicia. Kate's here. Tennille's here. Reading Royal Assassin and hoping to finish tonight. How much more do you have to read? Because this is a chunky one. Reading Verity. Hi, Linda. Just got back from grocery pickup. I need to have supper in the first sprint. Supper sprint. It will be a supper sprint. What I noticed doing nighttime sprints, and because I'm in like an earlier time zone, almost every sprint is a supper sprint for some time. You know what I mean?
Like it will be the second sprint.
We hit everybody's supper as we go through. Hello, Jen. Hi, Bethany. Heading to the garden after I get supper in the oven. I've been loving watching Bethany's garden updates as someone who doesn't have a green thumb, but like I'm watching it and enjoying the process from like looking in, you know?
Also, I really love seeing who says supper versus who says dinner.
Oh, I will interchange those, to be
I
honest.
don't ever say supper.
Oh, really?
I always say dinner.
Yeah, I will interchange. I will do both. Declining concentration to hit 50% of carry on.
Okay.
I need 125 pages. You got this.
You can do it.
Starting a new book is just so
Yes,
exciting.
I
you
know.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah.
Reading Silver Elite. I have been hearing a lot about this.
Well, this was Cassidy posted a
know.
reel last week saying it was her best book of the year, and then she
Until
already
Weather Weaver?
Wind Weaver, and that
Windweaver.
replaced it, which I'm supposed to read this month. It's on my TBR. I'm so excited.
I don't know if I'll read this one because I need to look into it and see if it's a Brittany romantasy because I'm not sure. But I do think I'm going to read Wind Weaver because that does look like a
It's
Brittany
crazy because I had never heard of that book, and then it came out a couple weeks ago on the same day that every book came out, like every book, like the Neverlist.
The Neverlist all came out that day. Yeah,
they all came out that day, and I saw it, and I remember looking at it and going, "Oh, maybe I'll have to look into this more later." And then I almost bought it, but didn't. And then the next day, it showed up on my doorstep for Fairy Loot, and I didn't realize it was the Fairy Loot's romantasy book. And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess."
Well, glad I didn't buy it then.
I didn't buy it.
Exactly. Just joining, but making dinner taco salad. And at your age, E. Brown. Oh, I love the Brown sisters. Hi, Jay, reading the Paris Express. Nina's here. Hello. Leandra, how are you doing? Yes, decompress. You've been sprinting for hours.
You got to go listen to my Voxer. I finished Mary. I have thoughts, Leandra.
Oh, I was like, what Voxer?
Oh,
I'm not in that chat. That's why. I'm not there. Starting Elven Eternal Defense.
Are you saying hi?
Yeah. Hi, girly. How are you? Oh, I can't believe how big she's getting.
I know. She said I'm 2.
I know, but like how is she 2?
I don't know.
Had a busy day, but just showered and am ready to sit and read When the Moon Hatched.
Yay!
We both approve of this message, and there's very few books.
I was about to say we rarely ever approve of the same message.
That never happens.
You might take a picture. It'll never happen again.
Truly. Hi, Michelle. Finally getting into a book after moving and all fours induced slump, reading Killer Potential. Ooh. 53% into We Solve Murders. I need to try this before the next Thursday Murder Club book comes out because I didn't think there was going to be any more Thursday Murder Club books. I thought the 4th one was the last one, and then they announced a 5th, and I went, "What?
They're doing a 5th? I thought it ended."
Me too. It comes out this fall. I'm very confused.
People do that as a money grab. I'm like, it already is over.
I thought it was over too. I was very confused by this choice, but here we are. Making dinner and listening to Spirit Bound Book 5 in the Vampire Academy series. Hello, Peyton. We love having new friends around here. Watching my channel all week. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh, watching Vlogmas. Well, I hope it's bringing you the vibes. Truly, I have been on the Christmas side of TikTok all week, and I don't know how I got there, but I'm not mad at it. It's like, I know it's April, but here's some Christmas content. I'm like, you know what? Thank you.
Also, I've been watching someone's videos and backlogging recently because I watched this person forever ago, and then I forgot they are what I aspire to be in vlogging. They do their vlogging is just so good, and their B-roll, and I'm just like, how do you do all of this? I'm like obsessed.
Yeah, I love watching other people's stuff just to see how they do it and then see what I can take and, change it, make it my own, Speaking of Hunger Games, we've got Sunrise on the Reaping.
I know, and that's what I want to read. I also need to read it, but I want to reread.
I don't know when I'm going to get to Sunrise on the Reaping, but soon, hopefully. Hi, Queenie. Happy Tuesday. 51% into 4th Mind Up book, but I'm eating dinner first and have to do the dishes. Hi, Claire. I know it's getting late, but it's so good to see you. Finish Phantasma and Enchantra back to back. Read the first book.
I need to see what I'm going to Enchantra still. That's on my list. None.
Probably only hang around for one sprint because I'm going to the movies. What movie are you going to? Also, we'd love to have you for any length of time. 85% into All That's Left in the World. Accidentally slept through the entire afternoon and woke up at midnight. So I'll stay with you until probably 4 a.m. Sounds good, Chris. Sounds good. You're just hanging out in my time zone for a little while. Hi, Bree. Speaking of Bree, If you don't know, you should know. The Amazing Readathon announcement went live on Sunday, the weekend. It went live on the weekend. If someone would like to drop the link to the announcement video, feel free. Might I recommend you join Luminous? But go check it out. Hi, Lexi, sitting down with dinner, sloppy joe and fries. I need to do some cleaning. Reading Redeeming 6. Main book tonight is Ink and Bone. Oh, this is on my TBR. Someday I'll read this.
Never heard of this.
It's couldn't even tell you what it is, but it's like a magical library.
Oh, that's why.
Or at least I think that's what it is. But honestly, it's been on my TBR for a while, so I may be wrong. Reading Vicious Games on page 128. Beginner gardener dividing into deep end confidentially. You're doing a great job. You are doing a great job just diving in, getting it done. Your garden looks fabulous. I would never know you're a beginner. Might be starting The Tenant tonight, but I need to film first. Reading Moby Dick. Whoo, that's a big one. That's big and chunky. Say both. French side versus. Maybe that's why I do them interchangeably.
Yeah.
Where I'm Canadian and kind of grow up in a French area. I didn't grow up in a French area, but like all of Canada, we have to learn both. It's just part of Canada. Hello, Michael. Trying to decide what to read. Do you have options? I knew that he said he was just taking a break. I did know this, but then I read the last book and it really felt like a conclusion. So I kind of thought he was just saying that. So I was just very surprised when he did another. But like, I love Thursday Murder, so like I'm not mad about it. But I need to try the other series first. I feel like.
I don't know why I ever read that book.
I don't know why you did either. I told you not to. I literally went, don't do it, Rady. Don't do it.
Well, I wasn't listening.
And I have said that about other books that you keep buying the sequels for.
Like
as
what?
A Sunbringer you just bought.
Okay, you're right, but I'm still going to read that series. I haven't bought Facebreaker, but to be fair, God Killer and no, you locked me out of my phone for a minute. You can't have it. But the God Killer and Sunbringer I both got for less than $5 a piece, so I didn't really lose a lot.
That's fair. I told you not to. I did. I told her not to.
She did. She did.
Been in manga mode for Escape the Readathon, but I'm kind of itching to start a normal book length. That's fair. You can only read so many short books in a row before you get a bit itchy from reading short books, or at least I find. But with that, I think we'll get into a sprint because we're at the bottom of the comments. So we're going to do 45-minute sprints today just because, that's what we're going to do so that we can get a certain number in before Brittany turns into a pumpkin. That's the plan. So I will see you all in 45.
All right.
Happy reading. We're back. Rainey, how'd you do? I saw you were filming.
I tried.
I see that you might have had an interrupter.
I filmed an intro.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
And I started talking about the first book, and she's just not in a happy mood today.
Poor thing.
So she's going to bed after dinner in a few minutes because I'm just like at home.
She needs some rest.
You need to go to sleep.
She needs some rest. Yeah.
So anyway, I listened to Leandra's thoughts on Mary, and we chatted a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And then I at least got all of the books on my desk that I'm going to talk about in this video. So that's good.
You did the pre-filming stuff.
Yes, I did the pre-filming stuff, and I already made my thumbnail.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're like ready to go.
And then I also went to the bookstore and picked up Shield of Sparrows.
So pretty.
I know. And then I didn't realize, like, it has this too, which is great. And then it also has this.
Oh, love it. I love that
know.
books are just like pretty now. I know some people think it's unnecessary, but I just love it.
I don't think it's unnecessary. I'm very excited. This has
I just love it so much. Like, I just love that all the books are pretty now.
But this has glowing reviews, and it's actually the book club choice for Rachel from Ravenhead Readers Patreon this month. And I've read all but one of her Patreon books so far, which I'm definitely going to read the one I missed because that's a favorite author of mine. I just didn't get to it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm very excited to get to this. So.
Nice.
Hi.
I got to 8% of Spark of the Everflame.
Okay.
That first chapter was long. Not in a bad way. It's just long. It's like almost an hour on the audiobook. I was like, okay, this is
really
serious time. But there was a lot to tell us. So, like, fair.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how you're feeling.
I mean, I'm only on page 32. So I have so much to tell you at this moment in time. I feel like I've read this story before, but I can't pinpoint what it was. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like something I've read. Maybe it's just like reminiscent of a story that I've read, but my brain isn't able to like to connect it yet.
That's fair.
If that makes any sense. But like but I think it was a book I enjoyed. So like it should be
I mean, that works out sometimes. It didn't for Leandra with Blood Over Brighthaven, but
it didn't. Oh, this is true.
You're folding my bookmark. Eloise.
She's like, what is happening? Where were we in the comments? I don't even know. Oh, I think we were at Crystal. Hello, Crystal.
Hello.
Crystal, how are you doing? Training for 4 hours. Ugh, that's no fun. But I'm glad to see you. I miss you so very much. I just put this on my Kindle recently, this book I was going to do it for a specific prompt for something else and then didn't end up getting to it. So like now it's just on my Kindle for whenever.
She's growing the babies.
She's busy. Yeah. Hi, Ro. Hi, Jess. I mean, I already pulled up Jess's comment, but hi, Jess, officially. Reading The Sun-Blessed Prince, book 1 of A Tale of Two Crowns. About a weary prince being a reluctant assassin, but could their bond be the end of their war? Sounds good. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? I mean, fair. Even Eloise is very excited about it. That was like perfect timing. Bree finished filming. Now to continue packing bookmarks.
So happy for you.
I saw this that you got your first one off. It wasn't
nice
enough, but you know what? Now it's not on your TBR and it's gone. Like that's the thing is, there's so many books sometimes on your shelves that like don't reflect what you currently read, and that's no fun for anybody.
Yeah.
At dinner, made it to chapter 4 of Spirit Bound. Did no cleaning. I've been over at Coda's. Sounds good. Read a manga and DNF'd another manga. Started a junior nonfiction.
Ooh.
Went to Arby's to get dinner. Only read 5 pages. That's okay. You got dinner. I love Arby's.
Yes.
To page 130 of Royal Assassin. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. Oh, you have 130 pages left.
Which book is this?
This is one of the Robin Hobb books. I think.
Oh, okay.
One in the first trilogy, I think.
Have you read that trilogy?
100%. I've read the first 2 books.
Okay.
And I do, I wasn't as fussed with it as a lot of people. Like a lot of people really love this series and I was just okay with it.
See, I've heard people say they love it, but I've also heard lots of people say that most of the books are not great till the very end.
See, I haven't read what my kind of plan is because it's a bunch of trilogies. So obviously, I think I'm going to finish the first trilogy because I only have one left. And then kind of make that decision of like whether I'm going to continue or not based off that. Because I don't dislike the first two. Like I'm middle. And where it's such a long fantasy series, I'm okay if the first two books are context books. Just because you're setting up for like so many things. But like I wasn't as excited about them. Dinner made and is being consumed. While it cooked, I would put in the watering systems together, which sounds fancy, but it's simple. That does sound fancy, but I feel like having watering systems would be very, very helpful. Ate dinner, fed kids, and working on book journal updates. I have said many years, if you go back to my early videos, which I would not recommend because they're not as good as they are now, but if you go back, you will see me go, I wish we had pretty books in Canada. I wish we had pretty books in Canada. Now we do. And as you can see, I said I did exactly what I said I would do. That if you gave me pretty books, I would buy them.
I literally have enough pretty books now that I have the whole row is pretty books.
I love it. That's what this row is going to be, is a full row of sprayed edges. And then I'll have to start a second row, which is totally fine.
Oh, I do have to start a second row. I'm out of it.
That's fine. I don't mind. Had dinner and made it to 73% of the Menopause Manifesto. There's definitely stuff in here that I should have known about in my early 30s. Because there isn't enough research money put into women's health. That's why.
Yeah.
Finished dinner and did a load of dishes. Will I actually read in the next sprint? I'm sending you vibes for that to happen. Got 47% into When the Moon Hatched. I hope you're enjoying it.
I know.
60%, 83% of The Land of the Living is dead. Can't start another until I knock it out.
I mean, you can.
No. This is a good plan. This is a good plan, Anne. Finish our books before we start more. Although, realistically, do whatever works for you. Because Rainey and I read very differently. Like, Rainey will read a lot of books at once. I do not read nearly as many at a time. By right now, like I'm currently reading 2 books and one is the one I just started. Like I'm
well, and then tell me why I want to just drop everything and read this now.
Because you're a mood reader and I'm not.
I know.
48% through Dino Stud. I bet you that's a fun time, Vanessa. I hope you're enjoying it.
Well, she's got her Monster Con soon in like a week.
That's what I figured it was for. Still excited to remove it from my shelves. Exactly. Like there's no point in having books take up space that you won't enjoy, but you don't really know until you try. I feel like that's what's good with like self-destruct videos or lists if you don't make a YouTube and you just want to like make a list, or with like try chapters. Because I feel like you can get a good vibe from 1 or 2 chapters of a book, depending on how long the chapters are. Obviously, they're super short. But I do feel like that can really give you a good vibe. Not a Robin Hobb stan. They're too wordy for me. That is fair. Too depressing. See, I didn't get to the depressing part of the books yet. I didn't get there.
Yeah.
I also would agree with you that I don't think they're Rainy books.
I own the first book.
I just don't see you as a classic fantasy reader. Like classic, you read fantasy, but not classic fantasy.
Yeah.
Which those are different.
Yeah.
Also DNF'd mid-grade today. You know what? We're getting them out. Fart joke on every page. That's too much.
Oh, yeah. That's way too much.
That is too much. Honestly, 1 per book is you're pushing it depending on what kind of book it is. That's what we're like. That is too high. That is too many. Finish notes on grief. I have read a book by this author. What was it? It's got sun in the title. Oh no. It'll come to me. Started a manga and a graphic novel I got from the library next. Nice. What manga are you reading? I need to start getting some mangas for a project that I'm doing. So no. Third book it is the third. Okay, perfect. Had a really good things together, but then left me with more questions. Well, then you have to go into live ships, which I have heard live ships is the best one. I am like satisfied with the third book. I could be persuaded to read live ships and then maybe like end it there. I don't know. It won't be this year, to be honest. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. This is not even on my like soon to be. I mean, there's a reason they call it like the sob Robin Hobb sob. Like, the fact that there's a slogan for it just shows how depressing it is. Someone on the far side of menopause, life is great. It's nice to be done with the hot flashes. That is totally fair. Just took 2 Libby books out and have a physical library book out before I start more library books. 30% into that one because I had to prioritize other library books. You know what? The library does make us need to read books in a certain.
Oh, but Bethany, Jade City is so good. I love
this
that.
is the one I read. Thank you, Jen. This is definitely the one I read. This is a point, Jen, that I had never considered, and I don't know why I didn't consider it. That obviously I would not like live ships because.
Oh yeah.
But I thought maybe aren't they talking boats? And I thought that might be interesting. Am I wrong though? Because I could be wrong. But I thought the boats were animative.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. No, Jen's right. Jen's so right. This is a thought I didn't have. You may have just taken Robin Hobb right off my TV with this thought that I didn't think about. And I'm not sure why I didn't think about it. Actually, it was so funny. I just finished Paladin Strength on the weekend, and one of the lines in it was that, like, our main character, he's like, I don't like boats. And literally audibly, I went, same. Same.
Yeah.
In my family, perimenopause starts in the early 30s with hot flashes that persist into the 70s. Oh, no. That does not sound like a fun time. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. It's hard being a woman, I swear.
Hey, stop it.
Starting Mashie, and then the graphic novel is the second volume of Jughead, which is a take on Archie comics. Rainy, that sounds like something you would enjoy, honestly.
Well, I mean, I loved Riverdale. That
That's
was a
fair.
Hot Mess Express show, but I was really here for it.
Liking Jade City, it just isn't one that I have a deadline for, so it's not, it's not the priority. I knew they were sentient.
I have to finish the 3rd book this year of Jade City. It's been like 3 years. Also, they're coming out with brand new edition like covers, and I'm like, yeah, I have to have those.
You really do. But you do spend a lot of time on the boats. Okay. See, that doesn't sound like it's a me thing. No. I just thought it would be fun that they were sent because I do love when an inanimate object is a character. Like, that thrills me.
Yeah.
I love when that happens. Love it. Bought the Farseer trilogy way back in the ye olden days because a guy thought it was like that. Because a guy I thought was cute like the series. I know that's fair. I no longer take my suggestions from men, especially from random men that you think are cute. Maybe not the best place to get our book advice from. Yeah, Wheel of Time. Oh, R.I.P. Wheel of Time.
Oh, you finally did DNF it, right?
I did DNF Wheel of Time. I did. I felt like it was one of those ones where I was pushing through because I had put in so much effort.
Yeah,
and then I was like, but I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is happening? And I'm not getting rid of my copies. So
are people still reading it in your Discord?
Yeah. So there's like a little section still for people who still want to do it. And I'm there, but I'm not like there as a reader.
Yeah.
Stop. But I'm not getting rid of my books because you just never know. You, Jen. I did it. It was a decision I had to make last month because it was on my TBR for Timmy's TBR. And if you'll notice, if anyone really paid attention, they would have noticed that I said I completed my TBR, but that I did not read Winter's Heart. That's when the decision was made that I was just never going to. So it does, right? I just wish it wasn't both. I just need it not to be both.
Eloise, chill.
Every guy on the planet is read Wheel of Time or read Lord of the Rings. I second Lord of the Rings, but only for certain people. You have to really like a journey book to like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is really just for journey book people and real journey book people. Yay! Thank you for the support, friends. Y'all the best. Doom scroll. You know what? We love a good doom scroll here. It's fine. It does, the paint doesn't make the sexiest comment. I love Lord of the Rings. But again, I would not be out here like telling everybody to read it. Do you know
No.
what I mean? Like if you liked classic fantasy and also liked a journey book, that would be who I would recommend it to and nobody else. Now, the average person, I would recommend The Hobbit to.
Okay.
I can't believe you're about to put her to bed because she's not giving bedtime vibes.
Well, she still has to eat, and she is definitely a circus dance star.
party. Try and read Lord of the Rings at least every other year. So yeah, it's usually my go-to rec. I love Lord of the Rings, but again, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. But I feel like that's common with most books anyway. Like there's so many books that I love that I'm like, I would recommend it to some people. I wouldn't because not everybody reads the same things. So like you can't like, there's not like one book in the world that I'd be like, oh, everybody should read this.
No,
I'm sure there is one, but I can't think of it right now.
She almost turned my Wi-Fi router off.
Rainy just disappears. Hello, Katie. How are you? Can't stay because I have book club, a major author deadline, and I'm packing for Wild and Windy. What's Wild and Windy?
It's a book conference or book retreat or like weekend in Chicago.
Fun. Oh, yeah. Windy makes sense. Chicago. Gotcha.
For the Windy City series.
Oh.
It's not for that, but
no, absolutely not.
I mean, you're going to read the third one soon.
Rainy. Why are you doing this?
You came back to me. You retaliated back.
I did. But you were first shots, I got to say.
First shot. Have to get you to read the whole series somehow.
First shots were sent. Love The Hobbit, but didn't love Lord of the Rings. I could see that. Like The Hobbit is much more easy to read. Couldn't wait, and I'm already at 95%. Nice. That's why it's almost bedtime for her. Exactly. Yes. I miss you too.
He's into everything now.
DNF'd Eye of the World twice.
No, man.
Because Tom Ford will be there.
There you go.
Oh, it's totally fine. You can always mute us if you want to keep reading. So. Like we don't mind. We don't mind. We are going to get into another sprint here momentarily. But I just want to get to the end of the comments. Nephew was at Disney World today, so I was distracted by pictures and videos during this sprint. So I am pet sitting. So I had to take care of the dog and no reading was done. That sounds fun though, pet sitting. I would just like get doggy cuddles while I could. 24 weeks.
Wow. You're over halfway.
I'm so excited. I've read Wheel of Time multiple times, but honestly, I'd skip like 7 through 10. That's where I gave up. 24 weeks already. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It's so exciting. Okay, we are going to get into a sprint though, because Eloise needs to eat dinner and I need to read this book. And
I need to also eat dinner.
This is what we need to do. So I will see you all in 45 minutes. Happy reading. We are back, friends. How did your sprint go? Rainy, how'd you do?
First off, I don't know how we ever used to do 45s because I feel like I
We
get
get nothing done in 45s. I was thinking that. I look up and I'm like, what? The sprint's over?
every time I look up, I'm like, what do you mean I only have 10 minutes left?
We used to do 45s like only. We did not do hours. And I was like, oh, it's no big deal to go back to 45s for one night, but it's different. It's a different
I
vibe.
don't love it. I don't love it.
But
it be what it be.
it is what it is tonight. Because if we wanted to get 3 sprints in, it was the only way.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Okay, stop. I ate dinner. I put baby girl to bed because she was in a much better mood once she was eating. So that was good. She might have just been hangry, but she's just a hot mess express. So she went to bed. Sir Lincoln is going to bed in a minute. I filmed the second half of, I'm doing recommendation videos for tropes for romantic, and so I'm doing 10 recs, and then I have a 3 TBR at the end of these are ones that I want to read, so that next time I do another rec, I can see if those were worth it or not. So anyway, I filmed all 10 recs. Now I have to film the 3 and then the outro, and then I can film it. And I already have my thumbnail done, so really I'm on top of the world.
You are. You're killing it. You're getting it done. It's getting finished.
Yes. And then hopefully I can sit down and actually put a lot of effort into House of Light, which is only it's 360. It's a little longer than I thought, but I'll try to.
It's not too bad though.
No, it's not. And I have, I think, 3 days with the audio, so I'll get it. I'll get it done.
You got this. You got this. Yeah. I got to 17% of Spark of the Everflame.
That face does not bode well.
I'm having the best time.
Oh, yes.
I psyched her out, friends. I psyched her out. I'm having the best time.
You know what's funny is hold on, in my rec video for tomorrow.
There you go, friends. I also, from the first 17%, don't you psych her out like that? So rude.
I was like, man, I was just like, Brittany, please. Like this book.
I am an actress.
It is. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm having a grand time, friends.
See, you should have read this instead of the other book I recommended you, Bonded by Thorns. This was your replacement.
It's true.
That's true.
I thought The Beauty and the Beast, Why Choose, was a safer bet, which it would have been normally.
I know, and I know you didn't love that. I ate that shit up.
I didn't hate it, and I think I will like the second book more. Like, I think I need to continue.
I think you should, because I've heard they just get better. And
I have it. I have the second. It's right there.
I have the next 3 coming to me from Fairy Loot, so I'm excited. So they will all be pretty and matching.
So, did you see that book 5 is announced?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna have to. I mean, not that I'm on book 5, but let's get to it.
Also, while I'm here, because I'm skipping all over the comments, I am going to scroll up to the old comments. But before I've done all the comments around Christina's hello, and I'm going to miss it if I don't do it. Hello, Christina. How are you? Because I've done every comment.
No, not that Christina. He knows a Christina in real life.
Gotcha. I think we've done that before where Christina's popped in. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're loving this.
Oh. Yeah. Me too, because I was nervous. Rainy was filming. This is true.
Yes, and I will be. This video will be done tomorrow. And if you're watching this right now, you're watching it twice.
I think people like to watch the behind the scenes. Honestly, I do.
I do too. I like seeing. I'm like, ooh, what are they filming? What are they doing?
Yeah, I'll be like, can I see what they're holding up?
Yeah. Which I am actually filming. That's a video that I'm doing soon. Actually, crap. I need to do that within the next probably next week. I need to film it. I wanted to do a week in the life of a full-time mom booktuber. But school ends in 2.5 weeks. So
you need to do it before school ends.
I need to do it before school ends.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it next week, I guess. I need to do that.
I can't believe how early school ends for you.
Yeah, but we start August 3rd.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's
the difference. I'm so excited. And it's I end school on Wednesday. I have 1 day off, and then I'm going to BookNet Fest, and I'm meeting Margaret, and I think Bree's going.
That's going to be so fun.
So
I don't
I
know.
think that's what I heard. But anyway, I'm for sure seeing Margaret. So
It's so fun. Also, hello, Ashley. Happy Tuesday. We have a finished book. We did it. About to jump into the sequel immediately, but Everand won't give it to you until June. Rude, Everand. They do this. This happens. Yeah. They will do this.
Wait, what did they do?
I'm assuming you're in a country where they don't have the unlocks and it's just like unlimited, but like unlimited.
See, I have to keep Everand for now because I haven't read the books that I've unlocked, and I read the ones for last month, but I got it one more month because I knew that I was, for example, that Heavenly Bodies, which is my book club pick, was so like, it was like a 20-week wait still. And I was like, okay, but it's easily unlocked right on Everand. So I did it one more month, but there's 2 other books and I'm like, okay, well, I need to actually read these and I lose that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just aggravating because I'm like, I'm never going to catch up.
Yeah.
And also I'm just mad at Everand for, reasons that you know of.
I do. Also, hello. I'm not surprised that you got sucked into 17 fan fiction because I know that you love 17. So this is not surprising to me. And I hope you're having a great time. But Tears for Sunrise on the Reaping, I think this is why I haven't picked this up yet, is because I know I'm not going to emotionally handle it well.
Yeah.
And it's going to, like, I need to go into that at a really specific time because we all know I'm a book crier. So imagine me, a book crier who cries at, like, the last month I teared up at a thriller, friends. Imagine me picking up Sunrise on the Reaping. Like,
I teared up at Lilo and Stitch yesterday.
That's fair. 68%, 21 pages on page 474. Right. You're getting it done.
Right.
Didn't read much, but had 2 delicious cookies. I support this.
I also support this.
66%. This is true. We're about to go on another postal strike. So fun. It's because, for anyone who doesn't live in Canada, our postal strike didn't actually end. They took like a pause during tax season so people could submit their taxes and get all their tax forms and stuff. So they like went back to work for tax season. So we knew
that was kind of them.
Yeah, it was. Well, I think they were kind of like federally obligated.
Yeah, I was going to say
during tax season. So they went back. So now that tax season is over, their strike is going to continue.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Which is why I'm so glad I got my tar bookmarks today. Because I'm starting to.
Oh, that would have been sad.
Yeah. They haven't gone on strike yet. I don't think they go on strike for another week and a bit, but like still I'm like nervous ordering stuff that's going to be through Canada Post. Most businesses will just switch to like, FedEx or UPS or whatever. Still chatting. 45 seems so short. They're so short when you're used to an hour. And I know it's only 15 minutes.
Yeah, but
it really makes a difference, honestly. Comes out on June 20th. I feel like I need to catch up for June 20th, but like we all know I don't have time for that.
Can they all fit for Tar? Can I just binge the series for Tar?
I have to go look. I mean, now I like that we know the city prompt, so like we could technically plan this.
I mean, I might.
Although not really, because we don't know the order. And we need to read the books in a specific order because we're series books. So actually, no.
Because it's not like I'm going to read book 3 before book 5 before.
Right. And we know the cities, but we don't know the order. So never mind. That actually does not work.
Dang it.
There needs to be a month with no standalones, no starting series to make series progress. So many series continuations of good books. And here am I starting a series that isn't even finished yet and we don't even.
Okay, can we please not talk about that?
Who knows? It's okay. I'll just do all 3. It's fine. It's fine. Well, assuming I continue to, because I'm only 17% in, but like I don't. Yeah. I'm having fun. So
yeah, it
would have to really change. Finished Legendary today. We're doing a family buddy read of the trilogy. 42% and loving it. Bree and Darren.
I'm meeting all 3. That's even better. There you go. That'll be fun.
I want to get back to it, but it's 1:07 a.m. for me. Yes. So getting tired. I would be useless by 1:07. Someday I want to do the vlog, and it's hard with having a child to do it, but where I do 24 hours actually in 24 hours.
I wish I could do that.
Because I do think, imagine the vlog updates you all would get of me in the middle of the night. Like, that would just be fun. Would it be informative? I don't know.
I want to at least one day. And I think we even talked about this. We were going to at one point do like and we should still, but I was like, I'm going to rent a hotel room for the night. I could do like a 12 and 12. It could be so grand.
Yeah, we'd have so much fun.
But also, I'm already very unhinged. So 3 a.m, rainy would be very.
Imagine me. Okay. There is Sprints on Crystal's channel from way back in the day where I stayed up till 4 a.m. on Crystal's channel. And truly, I'm sure I was useless. Like, there's no way I was coherent. Also, congrats on graduating. That's so exciting. So I think it's just in the US right now, but it is probably going to roll out to other countries. So like, look forward to that. Where you get like 3 unlocks a month. So you get 3 audiobooks a month versus like this unknown quantity of audiobooks, if that makes sense. But it's not out everywhere. Prefer 45s rather than an hour because I spend 30 minutes not doing anything. This is also
fair.
I feel like I have to like make a plan for it. I think it also depends on what I'm trying to do. Like filming, I feel like I'd want an hour. But like reading 45 is fine.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how much I get done in 45 minutes. Like however much I read is what I read. It doesn't matter. Plan my Tar TBR just did next in a series for me to read.
I didn't do that yet because I was going to do my friend's game, but instead of pulling a random prompt, it was going to be pulling one of the 10 prompts.
I am going to play Timmy's and then sort my TBR. The only books that I know for sure I'm doing are like my Patreon buddy read, but like I picked the polls, so I knew they would work for my team prompt, so it was fine. Because I'm a mastermind.
I didn't think about that.
I did. You need to just have a camera running when you fall asleep face down in a book. Truly. That would be good times. Yeah, all my poll picks were school settings. Nobody noticed. I was like, it's fine. You do the timer version of 20. Well, and I have done that. I've done that many a time.
Yeah.
But I still think it would be fun to do one where I literally do it in 24 hours because I think I would be truly hysterical in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I'm an illusionist, not a mastermind, truly. Although I like using the Taylor Swift, the mastermind gif. So, you know.
Oh, did you call your team mastermind?
No, I said I made all my poll picks.
Oh,
without them knowing why.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a mastermind. What? Because I'm an illusionist, truly. No, I know what my team name is.
I was like, Brittany.
Like, no. No. Feel like I get organized in the first 15 minutes, then read and am productive for the remaining 45. After what I read on Sunrise and the Reaping, I need happiness. So I want to get back to the 17 fan fiction. That makes total sense to me. I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole, but I'm happy I found these. You know what? It happens. Okay.
Wait, me too.
We should do it. We should do it. Although, you know, I would be, I don't know if I would be, I think I would go through a moment of being so tired that I was incoherent, but then I think I would come out the other end that I would be like, funny, tired.
Yes.
You know, like I think I would go through all the stages.
Well, I'm just like, if I had done this like a year ago, it would have been like, oh yeah, you can do this because you're up all the time with Eloise anyway. Now I'm like a little removed from that, and so I'd be like, oh hell.
Yeah, when my like insomnia was bad, I probably wouldn't have been that bad. But like now, yeah, the Voxers would be fantastic. Tried to do a full 24 hours, but I always fell asleep around 3 a.m. I don't know how people do it. They're literally superhuman. I think I'm getting to the point where like I'm a little bit too old for this game.
I don't know if I can even do it anymore, to be honest.
I think I could do it if I did it very strategically. Like, you know how people do like the 5 to 5? Like, I feel like I would need to, like do it that way. Like get up at 4 a.m. and maybe like go to 4 a.m. and then I could sleep from like 4 to 8 or 9.
Yeah, I could do that.
Like that doesn't seem so bad. Like if you strategically set up the 12 hours.
Yes. 5 to 5. Yes, I could do that.
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
We only have a couple comments, so we're going to do them. Sounds fun. I like tired people. I mean, it would be a vlog more of just like fun. I'm sure I would also read great books, but like, would I give great? I'm sure I would start off with great reviews, and then you would get what you got. Right, certain.
It would be fun to see how many books you get done.
I'm sure a lot at the beginning. See, I would do audio though for the whole time, so I wouldn't. It really wouldn't probably change that much.
Yeah.
As I got tired, because again, I'm not like reading with my eyes, so I wouldn't slow down.
Oh yeah.
In theory, that makes total sense. Because I have also like I can't take a nap at a certain period of time as well, or I will be up all night.
Yeah.
Couldn't do a 24-hour readathon when I was 18 and full of energy. Can't do it now at 25. Totally fair. Yes, illusion. Okay, friends, we are going to get into another sprint. This will be the last one because, again, I need to go to sleep early, which is why this 24-hour readathon would be hysterical. And so I'll see you all in 45. Happy reading. We're back. How'd you do?
Well, I thought was asleep finally, and then I got up and out, and he followed me out.
Oh no.
So he was almost asleep, but the sprint was ending. So
Oh no.
he's up because he will not sleep in his room by himself.
Oh, that stage is hard.
Yeah, like is scared of everything. Everything's gonna eat him apparently. I don't know. So I did that. And I edited my video.
Nice.
So all I have to do is upload it. So I'm good to go.
Nice, nice.
And I decided that I was gonna start my booktuber life video tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Wednesday to Wednesday. So
Yeah,
that'll be
perfect. I got to 24%.
Are you still loving it?
I do not have time to binge this book, but I think I might have to make time because I don't want to put it down, but I have to go to bed. I have to put
If
it
you're
down.
loving book one, I'm just like, oh, just wait till book two.
I have to put it down because I have to go to bed because I have to go to bed.
Eh.
But tomorrow my plan was not to read this whole book. That was not the plan. But that may have to become the plan. The plan may have to adjust.
Yeah.
The problem is that I'm buddy reading this book and I don't want to get like too far ahead, but like you know what? We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I need to talk to my buddy and see.
Who are you reading it with?
Sam and Sarvasha.
Okay. Sarvasha, I don't know if that's going to be a Sarvasha book.
I don't know if it's going to be a Sarvasha book either.
But any book that I love, Sarvasha does not.
Sarvasha and I are also currently reading Valor, so like we're doing two buddy reads at the same.
Oh, okay. How's that one going?
Also having a great time. This one is more bingeable than that one, obviously.
Yeah,
because they're very different vibes. Like, yes, they're both fantasy, but not the same kind at all. So like very different vibes.
I wish I had been able to read, but I didn't get to it. But I did finish 2 books today, and I read like 5 chapters of another book today. So I have read a lot. Although probably after we get off, I will start reading House of Light again.
I am going to scroll up to the rest of the comments here in a second, but this made me laugh. Rainy.
You know what's funny is that came up as a book.
I'm going to throw it to Rainy.
No, I know that came up as a book for like I was looking up Shadow Daddy books, and that came up, and I was like, I had only had 9 books at the time, and I was like, I really don't want to have to use this book as my 10th book because I don't actually like this book. And then I found another book, and I said, thank God, because I did not want to recommend this. This book isn't it so bad? Isn't it so bad? The writing is so bad. It's like so bad. If I haven't said it, it's so bad.
I saw this come in and I went, we just had a discussion about this book. Now, I did not try this book. I've tried a different one by this author. Didn't like it.
I ended up that book. Oh yeah, I gave it, what did I give it 3.5? I think I gave it 3.5.
Oh, that's not like an overwhelming success either.
No, and I mean I'll try the second book, but I've heard the second book is terrible because she rushed it and it was bad.
No, that's very unfortunate. Also, Bethany, random stomach bug for the child is not what we want to see. I'm so sorry. Also, thank you anyone who has to duck off early. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're gonna have one. That was our last sprint, but we're gonna have a little chitty chat before we go. Can you tell that I'm tired? Because that sentence made no sense. This is what I'm telling you. Could you imagine me up for 24 hours? What would be those clips? Good times. We have a bucket and the Kindle. I mean those are two useful things.
Mm-hmm. The Kindle's good.
Shower sprint, no reading, but you got your shower done. Sometimes especially if it's like an everything shower, I'm like, I need to like motivate myself.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that's could take so long. 77%, been 2 to 3 weeks, and I still don't know what's happening in this book. Oh,
I don't even know what book that is. So
me neither, but I don't think I want to know if that's the current prognosis. Listen to a bit more by book, but might do an audio short story before bed because my focus for complexity is gone. I really just want to, like, I'm too tired, so it cannot be.
I need to remember to film updates before I go to bed too for the 2 battle books I finished.
Put it on the list.
Battle updates.
Well,
Oh, did you wave?
No, I was waving to the comment.
Oh,
But
okay,
also, hi.
I gave it 5 because it's fan-freaking-tastic. It's so good, and Brittany will never read it, I guess.
Probably not.
It's so good.
Unless I'm forced to. Not that I think I will
Oh,
hate it. I don't think I will hate it.
I should have put that.
Rainey's gonna go run to my Patreon and put it in my Rolodex jar. Just what?
I'll let Kelsey do the honors.
Kelsey never pays attention in the Patreon. She will never put it there.
I know she never does.
It's okay. That's okay. She's busy.
I
Also,
know.
she's away.
Well, she is in Japan right now, so
I was surprised she saw my TikTok, to be honest, because I wasn't expecting her to see it.
Oh yeah, she tagged me in her comment about it.
I need to show you my picture.
I did make some good progress tonight, especially where we were only doing 45 minutes because I'm so used to hours.
He wants to show you something.
Yeah, bring it on.
It's my picture that I made for my grandma.
Oh, I love that. Oh, it's such a good picture.
That's
I love it.
He sold it at the auction at school for $20.
That was amazing.
So,
finally read, got to 65%.
oh, good.
We lay with our kids till they're asleep too. My 6-year-old falls asleep fast, but my 3-year-old takes forever. Audiobooks help with that.
Well, she does not. She goes to sleep right away in her crib. He does not go to sleep right away. No.
I get to finish a Perry Mason book that I started last night. They're super quick snack books. Oh. Nice. Yeah. That's, when there's spelling mistakes in a book. Sometimes if I'm vibing with the book, I can overlook it, but I have to be like super vibing with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will see you Friday, Glenda. Thank you. Another DNF for Broken Bonds.
I mean, I have considered trying that again one day and just seeing if I could just vibe through it because I own all 6 books.
That's unfortunate.
I bought them for like $5 a pop at a book sale forever ago.
Rainey really wanted me to try, not to try this book, but like to just try it so that we could commiserate together about it.
I did. I did. And if I reread it, I'll say, Brittany, let's go.
And I'll do like a chapter or two, especially since it has an audio. I could be fussed to do a chapter or two, but that's probably it. Loved it too for the favorites.
Oh, good.
Hello, Steph. How are you? My aunt ended up calling and we chatted for an hour. I hope it was a good conversation. Good night, Jen. I feel you. I'm sleepy. It was my boy that bounced around. I make them listen to a book, but it takes him longer to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Every kid has different energy levels too. Like mine has so much energy, and I'm like, can we just like bottle it up?
Yep.
Because if I could have that energy,
yep,
I could get so much more done.
I'd be unstoppable.
That makes sense that she was inspired by Taylor Jenkins.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like Daisy Jones and Carrie Soto.
That's what I was thinking.
Evelyn Hugo all in one.
Well, I'm glad that she like put the, you know what I mean? Like said that, Oh, I skipped a comment by mistake. There's an author I like normally publishes with, I don't know what that is. Do you?
Dog's Apple Watermelon.
Perfect. And they published a trilogy with Disney, and there was a spelling mistake, and I was so disappointed.
I would be too. Those Dog's Apple Watermelons.
We've hit that moment, friends, where I don't know what's going to happen. Also been waiting for us on a babysitter tonight. He pretends to sleep for them and then comes out of his room. Oh, kids do this all the time. Although truly, I did that too when I was a kid. Like, where you're just like, I can get away with so much more when my parents are not around. I'm glad we can help you get through your workday, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out, Rainey. Thanks so much for keeping me company and being here with me. And be my friends for Tuesday Night Sprints with Friends. Although I didn't do the intro this time.
Oh, and I have friends.
I didn't do it. Shoot, missed opportunity.
It's okay.
Read a few more pages in the book, but I have to stop reading because the lighting is bad at the house that I'm staying at. It hurts my eyes. Yes, you need good lighting to read. True.
You do. You really do.
That's the nice thing about the Kindle is like you can read the Kindle in the dark.
The lights in the house. Yeah.
Got to chapter 10. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
I was very much You know, I'm gonna keep it to Dog Apple Watermelon.
I like it better. I knew
I
it was
like
a
it better.
publisher. I
That
just
should
didn't know
be-
like what it was.
I'm gonna make a publishing company called Dog Apple Watermelon.
I like it.
I think it'll be good.
I think it would take off.
It would. It's gonna take off.
I think so. I think you've seen the creation of it here, friends.
I'll start with my book first.
There you go. With that though, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon.